Next up, we have Tomb of the Gods from the Fear and Hunger OST by Miro Haverinen. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a Layman's-Friendly analysis. I am a professionally trained musician, and my goal here is to explain things to you in a way that you don't have to be a professionally trained musician to understand what is happening here musically. We are recording this live on stream, but if you're watching this on YouTube and you like that, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're following, you're sharing the video, liking, and all that good stuff. We are very close to 500 subs, so let's make it happen at the time of this recording. And, yeah. We're going to be pausing a lot because this is done live and I've never heard this song in my life. So let's do this. Tomb of the Gods. There's vocals. Okay. Let's hear it. So we start with some subsonics, some bass. Sounded like that door, that bell over there made it sound like, you know, those little bells that you have at a storefront. When you open the door, little bell sounds. Gave me that impression. There is a very, very deep bass going on there with almost subsonic. I would say it's almost subsonic. The type that is meant to really creep you out kind of thing. Like it builds tension on you. I like it. Let's hear it. Again, very slow, very slow. And yes, we have ambient sounds echoing. Let's hear what else we got here. So yeah, mainly we're having this. So it at first it sounded like that. Now it sounds like very slow paces. It sounds like something is taking a long time to take each individual step. Like it has a lot of weight in between these. A certain part of the game, we have gone too far and won't be saved type of feel. Okay. And we're back to, yeah, we're back to the Miro Haverinen cutting of and clipping of audio. Again, I've made this point before. You have an audio form, and you know, usually your audio form is going to look a little bit like this. And some people will cut the audio. So if you want to cut the audio earlier, you might want to, you know, just cut this out and say like, yeah, this is where the track ends now. But the problem is that your sound wave might have this. The sound wave might be doing this. So ideally, what most people do is that they will that most people should do is you take this and you lower the volume and you fade it down, you fade it away before that clipping sounds. And in this case, Miro is on purpose not doing these. He is on purpose keeping that clipping sound and using it a lot to signify the start of a loop. Visually, that's going to make a lot of sense on the sound software, and considering the context of this game and how atonal the music here is, it works. It's functional. Again, a lot of the tracks we've done, because this is not the first track we're doing from Fear and Hunger, they have been very atonal. There's basically two types of music that you can have. You can have tonal music or you can have atonal music. Atonal music is music that doesn't sound like music a lot of the times. So I consider it to be functional music. So it's not something that I would sit down and listen to appreciate. It's something that I want to experience along with something else. That is a very, very good purpose of atonal music, because the problem with atonal music is that a lot of the times it just sounds like noise. Because in this case, it's very, very ambience driven. It sounds like there's ambient going on. And it's not something in the background, it's something on the foreground. It's very, very nice front and center. And it's very practical, the use for this. It gives you that sense of tension with that. Let's continue. Oh yeah, there you go. There's some vocals going on. Sound of a drop. Wow. So yeah, we're finally getting something here. It gives this sense of, okay, what's gonna happen next. It's building suspense a lot, and now we're having this very faint, very faint, going down vocal. The vocalist is using a very unique type of technique, very unusual, because it's almost like she's grunting and sighing and like she's out of breath, singing after being out of breath, like you're trying to sing after exhaling, kind of singing. Very visceral, very not beautiful in that sense. Like it's not something, it's not a nice voice to hear. It sounds pained, it sounds suffered, which goes really well with the theme. And of course the droplets of water. So yeah, we're having a format of just adding more layers on top of the loop. And a lot of things in the background. There's the noise, but this one didn't loop. This one didn't clip. The water drops are increasing and... So yeah, this vocalist is, it's unsettling. It's unsettling how this is going. I can appreciate this music for the purpose, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to appreciate it a lot more once I'm in the game. Because a layman would hear this music and say this sounds like shit. Because by itself, it's not great music. But as a function, oh my god, atonal music is where you want to be for tension, horror, all that kind of stuff. And Miro has this down to a science, it seems. Let's hear it. Yeah, we have that percussion very much at the distance. Oh, we're introducing another percussion with a little bit of a melody. Look at that. We have introduced tonal music in an atonal piece in a way that we have this like music box at the top playing this tiny just melody, but everything else is so atonal that the tonal music feels out of place. It's clever. It's clever. And the jingling, man. So especially in terms of OST story, it deserves to be appreciated more. Yep, it's interesting how erratic the like background sound, the white noise sounds so much. Like this is not an accident. This is definitely not an accident of how this is set up, because the background loop starts and stops at very seemingly random times, giving this sense of instability to this whole thing. It's interesting. It's interesting. Like again, I am very averse to atonal music as music. This is an incredible tool for a video game. I don't like the sound of this, but I understand the purpose that it's going to serve, because once you put this, like just seeing the artwork gives me that holy shit moment, like holy shit thing. So there's some images, folk metal looking fan art of the characters in 1 and 2, lovely. So yeah, it's similar. It has a lot of sound design here. There's a lot of sound design going on here. Like we have the echoes in the distance, the water drops, and everything, which is very common in atonal music. It's very common for atonal music to include sound design like that, which is, you know, part of the whole thing of, okay, so is atonal music even music if you're using a lot of sound design for stuff that is not music? That's where the question comes in, right? of course, atonal music, in my opinion, is music. It's just bad music as music. It's music with a purpose, with a more than itself. It's a higher than itself, bigger than itself purpose. And here we are having like this jingling metal, which sounds like it sounds like a triangle in a sack being shaken, like it's supposed to be a bell. Very interesting. Like a lot of these things are very not how they should sound. Like a lot of these, at least in this track, a lot of these things are not how they should, or not how you would expect them to sound. And it gives it this ethereal and very different thing. Let me see. Any since I recorded myself, recorded on waveform free, what I've put all the tracks together in the W Audition. It's not actually music making app, so I wouldn't recommend using it. Yeah, no. It's actually meant for audio editing in general. I think I'm just familiar with it, and that's why it's my go-to app. So yes, he did not make the soundtrack with a music software. He made it with an audio editing software for special effects, for audio design. So that adds up. That adds up. So he's using the tools he has the way he understands them. He understands his workflow, and it's coming out with this kind of stuff. Yeah, and I like how he's panning. I love how he's panning the this jingling from one ear to another. And there we go. The subsonics are gone. The subsonic is gone, and I feel like I can breathe again. There you go. And we're just left with the jingling. And there you have it. Is it gonna... Don't tell me you faded it out. He faded it out. Okay, so there you have it. Very few elements. Like I can always appreciate how minimalist the soundtrack of Fear and Hunger always is. I don't know if this was purely intentional or if this was a practical thing, but it is it's very atmospheric. It gives you the sense of tension, like the subsonic in this. Again, subsonic sounds are so useful for this kind of thing, because I was feeling the pressure building in my chest from this. Tension is a quote from him if you want it. Lovely. So he knows what he's doing, and he understands that, yeah, it's not the optimal way to do things, but he's doing it because this is how he works. Good stuff. I am interested in Fear and Hunger. We're definitely going to play this on for the Halloween thing, because I saw the games. They're not too expensive. Right now I just have all the expenses. So very, very, very cool use of fairly minimalist. I loved the moment of tonal music just completely messing up everything else. D-Hubs, welcome today. How you doing? Yeah, there's so many small elements to it. There are so many things going on. I love it. I love it. Again, I am not someone who likes atonal music. I don't like atonal music, but I love the purpose of atonal music. You put it on a video game, you put it on a film or something like that. It's great. So there you have it. That was Tomb of the Gods from the Fear and Hunger OST by Miro Havrinen. Once again, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. We record these live on the streams, so if you're enjoying these, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, you're following the live streams. If you want to request a song and you're watching this on the YouTube channel, make sure to just drop a comment with what track you want me to do. Video game music only, so it's easier for purposes of copyright. And yeah, once again, make sure you're subscribed to make sure you subscribe to the channel and follow the Twitch and the Kick and the social medias, and join the Discord, because everything gets announced on the Discord. At the time of this recording, we are very, very close to 500 subscribers on YouTube. I am very excited about that. So let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. And yeah, there you go. Good stuff. Tomb of the Gods, Fear and Hunger of OST. Very interesting stuff. But yeah, let's